Hey guys, welcome to another day on the shop. Well, I went to SEMA and I was way too excited. We got to Vegas, we hurried up, went to the hotel, this hotel. I'll show you most of the pictures and I'll kind of explain a lot of stuff. And it was a mess for me because I was just so excited. And we get there, we get to the hotel, we leave the hotel immediately going to SEMA because it's like Wednesday afternoon and we've got to get there and try and get our tickets because I submitted everything Tuesday night and got an email saying, hey, you got to come talk to us about your admission ticket situation. Okay, well, I got to Vegas, got in the hotel, called up the customer service number, and when I called them up, they said, hey, you need to come to the ticket register and come talk to us there and we're going to figure everything out. Okay. Hung up. Well, from our hotel, the first hall we get to is the West Hall. Not where we're supposed to be at first. So we walk in there, go to the registration for our tickets, talk to them. They say, hey, you need to go down to the South Hall. So we're like, all right. Well, we start walking. It is a long walk if you've never been to SEMA. It's literal football fields. You've been to Costco, put about 30 Costcos together and just like an Idiocracy where they're just walking aimlessly for hours. That's how it feels. You're just walking outside of this place. So we go walking through the place and we get through. Needless to say, certain places you don't need tickets to go see the outside. So if you ever want to go and just see the outside world, go for it. They don't really stop you. You can't really do any vendor activities really, but you can go see the car shows, the burnouts, the the drifting and all that. You can go see all that without having a ticket. So if you're there and you want to go see it, just go out there and see it. Take a couple days, go to Vegas. Just go look at the car shows in general. You will not see everything, I guarantee it, even outside. In 2 to 3 days, you will not see everything. So anyway, West Hall, we're heading to the South Hall. Long walk, get to the South Hall. Well, there's two South Halls, a upper and a lower. We get to the lower South Hall. We start talking to them. Hey, we're trying to figure out where to go, blah, blah. Okay, go around here and you'll find out where you're going. So we leave that ticket spot to go to another one. Well, when we get to the front part of the South Hall, the lower South Hall, because we didn't know where the upper South Hall was at this point. We get there, talk to an exhibit ticket counter. Say, hey, we're trying to get to our attendee tickets. Where do we need to go? Well, you go outside, take a right, and go all the way down this hall, which, mind you, this hall on the outside, it's just a street really, but it's like 4 football fields long to get to the other side of the South Hall. So we get all the way down there. Finally we get down to where we need to. Walk in, everything's cool. Walk up to the ticket counter. Hey, I'm here, here's my number. Everything else, we're checking up on why our tickets aren't available to us. Let me see your license, hand her license. We both, within 30 seconds of looking at it, she goes, okay, thank you. Get in this next line, you'll have your ticket. By that point, me and Michael were absolutely ecstatic. I mean, you can see in this picture that I'm just ecstatic out of my mind that we just got into SEMA, something I've wanted to do for years and just never actually gone through the steps. If anybody wants to know the steps, that is kind of the illegitimate steps, just put it this way. You got to have a business. You got to have a business license. They have to coincide with an automotive thing. So if you do e-commerce, sell things online, you don't technically have to be selling it at that time. But if you want to go, you submit all your stuff to the state, you get your stuff with that, you submit your for your EIN number, you get that, you submit it to SEMA, with your business license, with your either LLC or whatever it is you want. So by the time you spend about, I think I got $250 wrapped up into my business license, which I am going to use, it gets you into SEMA. But you still have to pay your $120 for your tickets. But that's for the entire week of being there. And to kind of guard ourselves to making sure we would get into SEMA, we bought SEMA Fest tickets, and we bought the day pass for SEMA itself for the public, which is another $120 or $170. But on Friday, that's when SEMA Fest is. That's when the open day to basically the ticketed public is. And you can get in there doing that with no prior things other than a driver's license. And it gets you to every hall, every part of every bit of it. And then you get to do SEMA Fest, which is a concert, drifting, some other parts of the venues and stuff like that. Yeah, the concert was awesome. It was Sublime and I can't remember, Cage the Elephant. Drifting was with a lot of different people. Keep It Reet, who else? Nate Hamilton and quite a few other people. They even had the awesome car crusher from the 80s. I would call it a dinosaur tank. I don't know what to say. The Breeze Fire. That they don't tear up cars much anymore because it's an antique. It was awesome. Completely awesome. So we enjoyed SEMA Fest. We went through it with most of these videos you'll see. And yeah, it was extremely enjoyable with that, the concerts and everything else. And then the nightlife, Vegas is busy all the time. From the South, I go to New Orleans a lot. Reminds me of New Orleans, but it's just a lot brighter and a lot more lights everywhere. So, yeah. So if you've never been to Vegas or you've never been to SEMA, there is a way to get there and a way to get in. I'll advise that the 30,000 miles I walked doesn't really feel great at the end of the day, but it is what it is. We did it. Now we're home, and talked to a lot of people, saw a lot of awesome cars, a lot of awesome new products. Most of my Instagram, TikTok, some YouTube shorts show a lot of the cars and everything that we just got to see. So it was amazing. So that's a recap of it. So the next video is basically just burnouts, because that's really this, third day that we were there. We watched an hour and a half of just non-stop burnouts, and had the Aussies there doing their burnouts, which puts the Americans to shame every single time. So if you want to watch some of that, that'll be in the next video. And I just want to say thank you for joining in to another episode of The Shop. And this is my daughter. Thank you for joining for another episode of The Shop. And soon, hopefully, we will get to see some new products on here and get some new partners in on building up the Camaro and building up the 240 and some of the other projects we got rolling around. So yeah, join in for the next video, and until next time. you.